You can imagine consciousness as a warm bowl of soup, and inner guidance is like a hint of basil in the soup. You can't necessarily see or touch the basil, yet when you put the warm broth on your tongue, the hint of it, the flavor, the perfume is undeniably there. Likewise, as we go about our day-to-day lives, the voice of inner guidance is obvious yet subtle. It is a spontaneous arising from silence, the lighthouse of our heart, which pulls us in so many different directions throughout our day, guiding us to the best decisions we can make, the decisions that most clearly reflect the understanding of our higher self onto the plane of third density consciousness. Inner guidance is always present. It's there when you're asleep. It's there from the moment you wake up. It's there as you take your shower, as you go to work, as you watch TV, as you go to bed. There is this silent yet ever-present understanding deep within your consciousness, infused within every experience. And in that sense, all that it really means to integrate understanding onto this level of experience is learning to be pulled through the water-like flow of guidance, rather than the sharp, intense belief that there is something separate about you that can manipulate your experience in just the perfect way to make you happy or fix you. Because whereas inner guidance is this water-like flow, the converse of inner guidance is fire. It is a constant grasping at circumstances, outcomes, and temporary states of mind. It is the constant engagement with your life, predicated on the belief that there is a tiny doer somewhere in this body or this brain or something. And if you simply listen to the fleeting whims of that doer, then that is how you're going to be happy. But if you pay attention to this so-called doer, if you're honest with yourself, and if you can sit with the uncomfortable sensations in your body, you will see that all that this so-called doer really is a series of limiting beliefs about yourself that you feel helpless to, that you feel define you. All that the doer really is a lack of self-forgiveness. Because the belief that you need to constantly be grasping at things to make your life worth living is simply the belief that you yourself are not worth living for. And it's not one specific experience or understanding. It's not one spiritual practice. Listening to inner guidance is a fluid, ever-dynamic phenomenon. It is a relationship without separation that you paradoxically have with yourself. It is the willingness to be honest about your intentions, and as such, to gently integrate the understanding that you have into your life with the lightest of touches. Moreover, it is the willingness to forgive yourself when you seemingly fail to integrate these things, when you find yourself in patterns of karma that repeat themselves. You will never break your so-called karmic cycles by forcing yourself to change your behavior. You will never spiritually awaken by shaming yourself for not having enough glimpses, for not embodying truth clearly enough. Because that very shame is what undermines your ability to awaken. That very shame is simply the belief that you have to do something or become something or fix something to be capable of being yourself. And I want to remind you that there's no rush here. You have all the time in the world. If consciousness was just meant to come to earth and immediately awaken and then suddenly be perfect, you would miss out on so many experiences. You would miss out on so much deep perspective that when you eventually do reveal your own awakening on these deeper and deeper levels, you will experience nothing but immense gratitude for. Because that experience, that perspective, is what makes life so rich. That perspective is what shows you, consciousness, all of the infinite ways that it can manifest. And as such, that perspective is what shows you that the one thing you really want is to be happy. The one voice you really want to listen to is the voice that tells you that you are enough. So just sit with the pauses in your life. Live exactly as you do now, but live slowly. Have faith that when you love yourself, when you forgive yourself exactly as you are, no matter how unconscious, no matter how addicted to sensual pleasures, no matter how seemingly stuck in your karma, have faith that you are absolutely perfect, that you are deserving of happiness, that you are deserving of who you are. I have a website, truthineverything.org. I do one-on-one calls, tarot readings, written inquiries, and lots and lots and lots of love. Thank you. I love you.